former Prime Minister Kier Starmer has been arrested. Yes, arrested after a court found him guilty on charges that have rocked the very foundations of government. What exactly had happened? How did one of the UK's most prominent political figures end up in handcuffs? And what does this mean for the future of the country? Stay with us as we unravel every twist and turn of this unprecedented story. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit the like button, leave your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe for more breaking news, political analysis, and in-depth coverage of the stories shaping our world. Kier Starmer, once celebrated as the steady hand guiding the Labour Party through turbulent times, has been a fixture in British politics for years. A former director of public prosecutions, Starmer built his reputation on integrity, legal acumen, and a commitment to justice. He rose through the ranks of the Labour Party, eventually becoming its leader and, for a time, Prime Minister. His supporters hailed him as a reformer, a man of principle who could restore trust in government. His critics, however, often accused him of being too cautious, too legalistic, or out of touch with the grassroots. But today, all of that has been overshadowed by a single shocking event: Starmer's arrest following a guilty verdict in court. The charges, allegations of misconduct in public office and obstruction of justice, stemming from a high-profile investigation that has gripped the country for months. The story began with whispers, rumors of impropriety, questions about decision-making during his tenure, and allegations that key evidence had been mishandled or deliberately concealed. As the investigation gathered pace, the media pounced, and the nation watched as one of its most prominent leaders was drawn into a legal battle that would ultimately decide his fate. The trial itself was a spectacle. Televised proceedings, wall-to-wall news coverage, and a public hungry for answers. Starmer's defense team argued passionately that their client was the victim of political vendettas and media hysteria. The prosecution, meanwhile, laid out a meticulous case, presenting documents, witness testimony, and expert analysis that painted a damning picture of misconduct at the highest level. Let's break down the key moments that led us here. First, there was the leak of internal government emails suggesting that Starmer had intervened in the handling of sensitive documents related to a major public inquiry. Then came testimony from senior civil servants, some of whom claimed they were pressured to alter or withhold information. The most explosive revelation came when a whistleblower, anonymously at first, provided evidence that contradicted Starmer's public statements about his involvement. Each new detail added fuel to the fire, and the pressure mounted as the trial date approached. Throughout the proceedings, Starmer maintained his innocence, insisting that any mistakes made during his time in office were unintentional and that he had always acted in the public interest. But as the evidence mounted, public opinion began to shift. Polls showed a dramatic drop in support for Starmer and the Labour Party, with many voters expressing shock and disappointment at the allegations. The trial reached its climax in a packed courtroom with the nation watching live. The judge, after days of deliberation, delivered a verdict that will be remembered for decades: guilty on all counts. The courtroom erupted, some in disbelief, others in grim satisfaction. Starmer, stoic but visibly shaken, was taken into custody immediately. The image of a former Prime Minister being led away in handcuffs is one that will be seared into the national consciousness for years to come. Why is this moment so significant? For one, it's almost without precedent in modern British history. While politicians have faced scandals and resignations before, the arrest and conviction of a former Prime Minister is virtually unheard of. It raises profound questions about accountability, the rule of law, and the standards to which we hold our leaders. It also sends a powerful message. No one, not even the most senior figures in government, is above the law. the fallout has been immediate and far-reaching. Parliament has been thrown into chaos, with party leaders scrambling to respond. The Labour Party, already reeling from months of negative headlines, now faces an existential crisis. Senior figures are calling for a complete overhaul of party leadership and a recommitment to transparency and ethical standards. The opposition, meanwhile, is seizing the moment, calling for snap elections and promising to restore trust in government. Public reaction has been intense and deeply divided. Some see Starmer's conviction as a long overdue reckoning, proof that the system can work and that justice will be done no matter how powerful the accused. Others view it as a tragedy, a fall from grace for a man who, for all his faults, dedicated his life to public service. Social media is ablaze with debate, with hashtags like Starmer arrest and justice served, trending nationwide. Taking a step back, this case has exposed deep rifts within the political establishment and highlighted the challenges of maintaining public trust in an era of relentless scrutiny and instant communication. It has also reignited debates about the balance between political accountability and the risk of witch hunts, where the pursuit of justice can sometimes blur into partisan score settling. To put this in historical context, Britain has seen its share of political scandals, from the Profumo affair in the 1960s to the expenses scandal of the 2000s, but nothing quite like this. The arrest of a former Prime Minister, it is a watershed moment, one that will be studied and debated for years to come. It serves as a stark reminder that the institutions of democracy are only as strong as the people who uphold them. As we look to the future, the big question is, what happens next? Will this lead to a period of reform and renewal, or will it deepen the cynicism and mistrust that have plagued British politics in recent years? Can the Labour Party recover, or will this mark the beginning of a new era dominated by different voices and priorities? And what lessons will future leaders take from Starmer's downfall? What's your take on today's events? Do you think justice was served, or was this a political witch hunt? How should the country move forward from here? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown insightful, please like this video, subscribe for more in-depth coverage, and share it with friends and family who want to stay informed about the stories that matter. British politics has entered uncharted territory, and we'll be here every step of the way to bring you the latest updates, analysis, and perspectives. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more as this incredible story continues to unfold. Former Prime Minister Kier Starmer has been